The Lemon Tree Café, written by Cathy Bramley and read by Colleen Prendergast. Part 1. A Cup of Ambition. Chapter 1. The Executive Office of Digital Horizons had an amazing view right across Derby city centre, but I wasn't looking out of the window. I was staring at my boss, and he was staring right back, waiting for my response. The low March sunshine wasn't helping matters either. Lovely as it was shining directly into my eyes and making them water. I hoped he didn't think I was crying, because I was a long way from that. I shifted my chair, but there was nowhere to hide in this glass box. Even the internal walls were see-through. No means no. I crossed my legs and eyeballed him defiantly. My boss, Robert Crisp, the managing director, sighed and loosened the collar of his shirt. As well he might. I wasn't backing down. Some things were worth fighting for, and this was one of them. "A few quick strokes, Rosie," he pleaded. 2 minutes and it will all be over. No one outside this room need ever know if it bothers you that much. You're the best at this sort of thing." He paused for dramatic effect. "That's why I hired you." A thinly veiled threat. I looked away, disappointed in him. The only other person in the room, sales director Duncan Wiggins, tutted. "Bloody feminists," he muttered, so quietly that only I heard. Duncan was a prematurely balding 30-something with a penchant for brightly coloured socks. I'd learned early on to rise above his sexist twaddle. If I argued back, it simply fanned the flames. Nowadays, I didn't give him oxygen. And yes, I was a feminist. Funny that, really. In my early 20s, I'd probably have said I was your classic, fun, flirty female. I'd taken equality as read, assumed that women had the same power as men. I thought feminists were just making a fuss about nothing. I'd also thought I was never wrong. I was wrong about that, too. Ignoring Duncan, I tried to appeal to Robert's better nature. He was, on the whole, a nice man, a father of 2 teenage girls. "Sorry, boss," I said, "but it's wrong on so many levels. Surely you can see that." I pointed at the image on the computer screen, which had been angled so that all 3 of us could see it. I couldn't believe that they wanted me to manipulate the picture of Lucinda Miller to make her thinner. Lucinda was a pretty young actress and soon to be the face of the online campaign against teenage domestic violence that we were launching at noon today. She had a halo of copper curls, a naturally friendly smile, and a feisty sparkle in her eyes. She was also currently in possession of boobs, a tiny rounded tummy and, shock horror, no thigh gap. Lucinda had overcome a difficult childhood to become a successful actress, and as far as I was concerned, she was the ideal role model to be the face of this campaign, exactly as she was. The client, however, had asked for a bit of airbrushing to make her tummy and legs slimmer. Not that she was fat, they'd been quick to add, just that it would give a smoother line to the finished image. The boobs could stay, though. Surprise, surprise. Duncan had already referred to Lucinda as the cuddly one from Raw Recruits, the gritty police drama she was currently acting in, which was ridiculous. She was a size 12, well below average weight, and certainly not in need of any digital enhancement by me and my editing software. "Have a cake." Robert slid the plate of cinnamon pastries across the meeting table. I leaned forward to take one, and my black bobbed hair swung forward over my eyes. I hooked it behind my ear and gave him a slight smile. Buttering me up won't change my mind. He massaged his forehead and sighed. "We don't have a lot of choice, love." My expression reverted to glacial. He held his hands up immediately. "Sorry, Rosie, sorry." "Robert," I held his eye, "there's always a choice. We can refuse to do it. What sort of a message are we sending out to young women who are looking to this charity for support? It makes us as bad as the media who caused the problem of low self-esteem in girls in the first place. So no, I won't make her thinner. She's lovely as she is, and frankly..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?